My beloved child, I see the strange heaviness that settles when the sun goes down. I know the racing thoughts, the sudden dread, the resistance that seems to appear from nowhere, and the discouragement that tries to sit on your chest like an iron weight. And I speak to you now as your father and your defender. Breathe, slow and deep. Unclench your hands. Soften your shoulders. Close your eyes. Let the air come in and go out without forcing anything. Listen closely to my voice, because my voice regulates your heart and steadies your breath and clears the fog from your mind. Be calm, my little one, for I am here and I am not whispering from afar. I am near enough to count your tears and to lift your chin. You belong to me. I proclaim it over you so every shadow hears. You are not alone in this dark hour. The night is not a place of abandonment for you. The night is a place of my covering. Under my wings you are sheltered. Under the shield of my blood you are safe. My angels encamp around you, and I have commanded peace to stand guard at your door. Do not be surprised at the noise that rose against you today and tonight. Do not mistake the roar for reality. The enemy makes the most sound when he senses that a God-scheduled change is near. He rattles chains that are already unlocked. He throws smoke where I have already set a path, and I say to you with authority that your breakthrough has a date on my calendar. Your new chapter has already been written into your story. The pressure you feel is not proof you are losing. It is proof you are close, like the tension before a birth, like the last gust before the storm breaks and the clear sky appears. So breathe again, beloved, and receive this certainty from me. I am with you, and I am for you, and I will not let you be swallowed by fear. I am making all things new in you even now, and I will teach your hands how to guard the night. You will not drift in confusion. You will not wrestle alone, because tonight I will lead you step by step in a simple night guard that closes the doors the enemy tries to reopen, that washes your mind clean of the day's residue, that sets boundaries for your screens and your rooms and your relationships, that heals the tender place the enemy keeps touching, that anchors you in obedience so tomorrow's chaos is canceled before it begins. Do not postpone this to another day. Do not say someday when I am stronger. I give you strength as you move with me. I supply what you need as you take the next breath and the next step. For now, be still. Let my nearness settle upon you like a warm blanket. Hear me declare over you that you are precious. You are mine, and you are not unprotected. And as you listen, I will guide you into peace that lingers through the night and greets you in the morning with quiet triumph. Listen closely, my beloved child, because I want you to understand the pattern so you will not be surprised by it again. When you move from surviving to building, when you move from bondage to freedom, when you shift from merely getting through the day to laying foundations for a new life, the enemy escalates, he multiplies noise, he stirs confusion, he throws accusation like sparks to see if anything still burns, and the shaking you feel is not the collapse of your future. It is the clatter of a defeated adversary, trying to distract you at the threshold I already opened. You have noticed the flurry before the favor, the sudden conflicts that make no sense, the message that wounds you at the exact hour you felt hope rise, the old temptations that reappear dressed as relief, the craving at night you thought was buried, the sleep disruption with racing thoughts and pounding heart. At 2 in the morning, the intrusive memories you did not invite, the unexpected bill that shouts lack, the shame flashbacks that try to paint your tomorrow with your yesterday, the relational tension that ignites over small things, the misunderstanding with a friend, the cold silence from a loved one, even the heavy fog in your mind that says, you are not changing at all. These are not random. These are pre-breakthrough tremors. These are arrows shot in the dusk to see if you will drop your shield. Hear me, little one. The timing is a confession. The enemy is not announcing power, he is reacting to what I have already authorized. I have scheduled your change, and the date is set in my hand. The decree is signed and sealed. I have commanded a door to open, and though the hinges are quiet in the natural, the spiritual realm has heard the latch lift. So the roar came quickly to keep you from stepping through. The roar came to keep you scrolling instead of praying, to keep you arguing instead of forgiving, to keep you pacing instead of resting under my wings, to bait you into reopening doors I already told you to close. Do not mistake my tenderness for weakness. I am your fortress and your father. Storms are real, but shelter is real. Arrows may fly, but my shield is already over you. Winds may rise, but my hand is on your shoulder, and I do not let go. I have appointed angels to encamp around you. I have hemmed you in behind and before. I have placed my name upon your forehead and over your threshold. So even in the barrage you are not exposed. Even in the shaking you are not unmoored. Even in the night you are not without light. Now breathe and take courage, because you are not powerless in this hour. Tonight you will respond with authority instead of panic. You will take your post as a watchman over your mind, your home, and your heart. You will refuse the bait. You will silence lies with my word. You will guard your gates and the gates of your household. You will stand under my covering, and I will stand over you as your banner. I will teach your hands to war and your fingers to set boundaries, and as you obey, the roar will fade like thunder moving off into distant hills. I say to you again, the escalation is evidence of nearness, not of doom. The pressure testifies that you are crossing from surviving to building, from bondage to freedom, from delay to delivery. And tonight, as you align with me, the diversion will fail. The door will remain open, and you will step forward in peace. Come under my wings now, my beloved child. Draw close and be still beneath my covering. Breathe and listen, because identity comes before authority. Belonging precedes battle, and the seat of fear is removed. When you remember whose you are mine. Chosen, not rejected. Adopted, not abandoned, engraved on my palms and sealed under the shield of my blood. Your worth is not up for debate. It does not rise and fall with your feelings, your metrics, your mistakes, or the moods of other people. Your value is fixed in my love, and your name is written in my house. Hear me and receive this as law over your life. The old things are gone, and now everything is made new. The story you carried like a chain is not the story I am writing. Tonight is a line in the sand. Tonight is a turning of the page. You will not go back to the cycle that suffocated you. You will not trip over the same stones again. I remove the labels the accusers tried to glue to your heart. I cancel the verdicts your own wounds spoke over you. I crown you with tender mercy, and I call you my child. I proclaim it loudly so the universe knows. Stop auditioning for love, my little one. You do not earn protection, you receive it. You do not purchase my presence, you welcome it. I do not shield you because you performed perfectly. Today I shield you because you belong to me. Obedience and trust keep you aligned with the covering I freely give. Obedience is not a treadmill, it is a shelter. Trust is not pretending, it is placing your weight on my faithfulness. I have commanded angels to encamp around you, and I have given you my spirit so you may rest under my wings, while I teach your hands to war without panic. Now open your mouth, because your mouth is a gate, and I want you to seal it with truth. Say aloud with me, and let every shadow hear it and leave. I belong to God, and I am under his wings. I am a child and an heir, and I am precious. I am forgiven, cleansed, and made new. My worth is not negotiable. I do not host fear, I host peace. My mind is covered, my heart is guarded, my sleep is blessed. I refuse the voice of the accuser, and I receive the voice of my Father. I am not returning to old cycles. I am loved, I am safe, I am his. As you declare, you are agreeing with the covenant, and from covenant flows authority. I place my signet on your yes, and I give weight to your no. When you resist the enemy, he must retreat, because you stand in my name. When you set a boundary, you are not being harsh. You are being holy. You are enforcing the peace I purchased for you. Your authority tonight does not come from your volume, it comes from your belonging. It is legal ground established by my promise and enforced by my angels. We will move into steps, and I will show you how to close doors and keep them closed, how to cleanse the mind and silence the storm, how to cover rooms and screens and relationships, how to touch the wound the enemy keeps touching and see it healed, how to choose obedience that cancels tomorrow's chaos. But hear this foundation and let it settle deep. You guard tonight from a place of belonging. You do not strive to be safe. You stand as one already sheltered, and as you remember whose you are, fear loses its seat and peace takes the chair of authority within you. Now, beloved child, we begin the first gate of protection. Listen closely and breathe, because I want you to understand this clearly. Not every thought in your head is yours. Thoughts travel, voices arrive, currents move across your mind like weather, and discernment is the shelter I am giving you now. There are 3 voices that show up at night: my voice, your wounds, and the accuser. And when you separate them, you stop wrestling fog, and you start walking in light. My voice brings clarity and peace. Even when I correct you, I steady you. I never shove you into panic. I never stampede you into fear. My tone is firm and kind. It carries oxygen. It opens space around your chest. It invites you to come under my wings and proceed with courage. It aligns with my written promises. It calls you by name, but does not call you by your shame. It may give you precise steps, but it leaves you with rest. Calm authority, clean conviction that lifts, not crushes, that clarifies, not confuses, that strengthens your spine while softening your heart. Your wounds also speak, little one, and I am not angry at their sound. They cry because they have been touched. They whisper caution. They tremble with memories and predict pain. Their words often carry tenderness mixed with anxiety. They say, please don't be hurt again. They form stories to protect you from imagined futures. They speed your breathing and shrink your world. Their aim is survival, not sabotage, but if you follow them as a shepherd, you will circle the same mountains. So I teach you to hold them with compassion without letting them drive, to hear the ache and bring it to me, to let me heal what the past imprinted. Then there is the accuser, the enemy of your soul. His voice is pressure without peace, urgency without wisdom, condemnation without a path to redemption. He rushes you. He hisses always and never. He shouts, you're failing, you're behind, you're exposed. He uses the late hour as his megaphone, and he loves the scripts he has used for years. Listen to how they sound so you can unmask them at once. You will fail again. You're behind and you'll never catch up. God is tired of you and your prayers. You're alone. No one cares. It's too late. The door is gone. Add to these his cousins. You're too much. You're not enough. Why try? Nothing changes, and feel the fruit they bring. Agitation, heaviness, accusation, confusion. No rest, no hope, no love. I command separation now. Do not negotiate with condemning thoughts. Do not entertain midnight arguments with shadows. Do not reopen old doors of shame, trying to explain yourself to a thief. Stand under my name and let my boundary be your boundary. When the accuser knocks, you do not answer with essays. You answer with authority. You say, no entry. You say, trespasser identified. You say, this house is covered under the shield of my blood. And you turn your face back to me. Practice with me now. Place your hand over your heart. Breathe in slowly. Ask whose voice is this and watch the fruit it brings. Peace or panic, clarity or confusion. Then name it. If it is a lie, speak it out so it shrivels in the light and replace it with my truth. Repeat after me in a calm, steady voice. I reject the lie that I will fail again. I receive the truth that I am a new creation and I am being led from strength to strength. I reject the lie that I am behind. I receive the truth that my times are in God's hands and I arrive in His schedule. I reject the lie that God is tired of me. I receive the truth that I am His beloved child and His mercy is new this very night. I reject the lie that I am alone. I receive the truth that God is with me and His angels encamp around me. I reject the lie that it is too late. I receive the truth that God restores the years and opens doors no one can shut. Now add your own. Name the specific hiss and answer. With my word, I belong to God. I am forgiven, cleansed, and made new. My mind is covered, my heart is guarded, my sleep is blessed. Feel the shift as you expose and replace. See how the room brightens in your spirit when the thief is named. Discernment is your first gate and you have just set it firmly. And as the gate closes, the storm inside, you begins to lose its voice. Now that the voices are sorted and the liar is unmasked, we will move to wash the atmosphere, to cleanse your mind and silence the remaining wind. Stay close under my wings, and I will lead you into that peace. Now, my beloved child, we begin the first work of the watch. Close the doors, breathe and listen, because doors are not only wood and metal. Doors are what you watch, what you replay, what you scroll, and what you speak. Doors are the sentences you let run through your mind and the images you allow to camp on your pillow. Doors are the midnight links. You click and the old memories you entertain as if they were guests. And I tell you with authority that peace is protected by what you refuse to reopen tonight. Close the doors and the room becomes a shelter under my wings. Take your device and let my instructions steady your hands. Turn off triggering media. Stop the doom scrolling that stirs panic and envy and anger. Silence notifications that yank your heart like a leash. Lower the lights so your nervous system can exhale. Set the screen aside as an act of worship. Say with me now, no entry to what agitates my soul. I close the door in the name of Jesus, and I come under the shield of His blood. If there are objects in this room tied to sinful cycles or to memories that keep bleeding, you know, the ones that pull you back into shame or that call you into fantasies that fracture you, remove them from the bedside tonight. Place them in a bag. Set them by the door. Tomorrow you will discard or relocate them as I lead. I will give you courage. I will not leave you in half measures. I am making your room a sanctuary. Set a relational boundary now. Do not answer manipulative late-night messages. Do not pick up midnight calls from chaos. The enemy loves urgent tones after dark. Postpone conflict conversations until daylight when your mind is clear and my counsel is bright. You are not cruel for delaying, you are wise. You are not abandoning anyone, you are refusing to abandon the peace I have entrusted to you. Write a simple line if needed. We will discuss this tomorrow and set the phone down. I place angels to encamp around your boundaries, and I bless your no because it is alignment with my yes to your safety. Guard the inner doors as well. Do not rehearse arguments with people who are not in the room. Do not walk again through the betrayal scenes that drain your warmth. Do not reread old texts that reopen stitched wounds. Refuse the museum of pain and bring each artifact to me. Say with me, I shut the gate to rehashing. I shut the gate to suspicion. I shut the gate to self-accusation. I forgive as you have forgiven me, and I release this into your hands. And breathe while I wash the sting from your chest. Now speak this aloud, and let every shadow hear. I close the door to fear, to comparison, to lust, to despair, to late-night bargains, and to old shame. I close the door to gossip and to endless news that steals hope. I close the door to frantic fixes and I open my ears to God. My room is a shelter, my bed is an altar of rest, my home is under his name. As you shut the noise, you will hear my guidance. As you close the doors, I will open peace like a window toward morning. I will station watchmen at your gates. I will quiet the hallways of your heart. And now, with the doors secured and the house settling under my covering, we will move into the cleansing prayer, and I will wash your mind and silence the storm. Now, my beloved child, be very still and breathe again. Slow in and slow out. Unclench your jaw, loosen your hands, drop your shoulders, let your forehead soften. Invite my presence to fill the room, to settle upon your bed, to flow through your thoughts like a gentle river. Say with me in a whisper, Father, I welcome you here, and feel how the air changes as I draw near. I am here, and I am washing the dust of the day from your mind. I am quieting the hallways of your heart. I am laying my hand upon your head and saying, Peace, be still. Open your mouth in honesty and do not fear my gaze. Bring me the clutter and the stains. Speak plainly because I am not harsh. Say, Father, I repent for the ways I agreed with fear and anger and lust and control and self-accusation today. I give you the places I hid. I surrender the words I shouldn't have spoken and the thoughts I let run. I return to you and listen as I answer with authority. I forgive you, I cleanse you, I cast your sins into the depths, and I erase the handwriting against you. The accuser's file is empty and his claim is void. Case dismissed under the shield of my blood. I do not keep you at a distance. I draw you closer under my wings. And as you surrender and renounce, you remove the enemy's foothold, and the storm inside you becomes quiet. Now we will close the gaps with clear renunciation. Speak after me in a steady voice, and let every shadow hear and go. I renounce fear, and I receive perfect peace. I renounce shame, and I receive full forgiveness. I renounce the spirit of heaviness, and I receive the oil of gladness. I renounce secret sin, and I receive purity and truth in my inner parts. I renounce obsession, and I receive a sound mind and holy focus. I renounce despair, and I receive living hope. I renounce condemnation, and I receive clean conviction and rest. I renounce self-accusation, and I receive the testimony of my Father over me. I renounce bitterness, and I receive the grace to forgive. I renounce control, and I receive trust in God's timing. Now add your own. Name what has stalked your nights. Say, I renounce it in Jesus' name, and I receive the opposite grace from my Father's hand, and breathe as the cords let go. I am clothing you while you speak. I place a shield over your mind and a guard over your thoughts. I lay cool oil upon your temples, and I cover your brow with salvation. I stretch my wings over your bed, and I station my angels at your doors and windows. No arrow in the night will strike you. No weapon fashioned in secret will succeed against you under my covering. I silence the taunt of terror. I rebuke the nightmare and the midnight panic. I sanctify your imagination, and I purify your dreams, so they become fields where my counsel grows, and not battlegrounds of old wars. I command intrusive images to fade, and wholesome rest to rise like a gentle tide that carries you to morning. Feel the hush descend now. Hear how the room itself seems to breathe with you. Your bed is no longer a place of wrestling, it is an altar of rest. Your pillow is not an archive of regrets, it is a cushion for a cleansed mind. I decree that your sleep is restored. Your cycles reset, your dreams clarified and kept. The night will not be a battleground for you. I keep watch while you sleep. I sing over you quietly, and I surround you with favor like a wall. Lie down unafraid, my little one. Under my wings you are safe. Under my shelter you will wake refreshed. And even now, as you yield to rest, my peace seals this prayer and guards you until morning. Now, my beloved child, rise in your spirit and walk with me through your home. We will not hurry. We will name each place, and I will lay my shield over it. Begin at the doorway in your mind. Stand at the threshold and place your hand there by faith. Say aloud, "This entrance is marked by the name of Jesus, under the shield of his blood. No thief, no fear, no strife may cross. Only peace and wisdom and holy love may enter. I station my angels at this frame. I cancel the invitation to chaos. I bless every step that comes across this line with humility and honor. Move with me to your bedroom where you lay your head. Say, 'This bed is an altar of rest and not a battlefield.' I bless my sleep. I bless my dreams. I forbid torment and I welcome counsel. I declare stillness over the night watches. I wrap this room in worship and in the whisper of God." Now step to the children's room, and if there are children, call them by name. If they are far, I reach them with my voice. If you do not have children, then bless the young ones, entrusted to your influence, and the guests who will sleep here. Say, "I cover you under my wings." I speak purity over your imagination, courage over your choices, wisdom over your companions. I break the cycle of fear and the script of rebellion. You are loved, you are seen, you are guarded. Walk to the kitchen and the table. Lay your hand on the counter in your mind. Say, "There will be bread on this table and provision in these cupboards. We will eat with gratitude and speak with kindness. I rebuke anxiety over money and I plant contentment. I bless this sink to wash away contention. I bless this table to nourish peace." Touch your finances now, your wallet, your accounts, your bills. Say, "My times and my resources are in God's hands." The devourer is rebuked. Lack will not lord over this house. I receive strategy, favor, and honest increase. Move to the place of your work, your tools, your desk, your laptop. Say, "I dedicate my labor to the Lord. I walk in integrity, diligence, and creativity. Doors open that no one can shut. I am not behind, I am in God's schedule. I refuse burnout and I choose wise rhythms under his counsel." Now take your phone, place it face down as a sign. Say, "My eyes and ears belong to God. My screens are sanctified. No seduction, no rage, no despair may stream into this house. I choose what builds peace." I open a short passage in my Bible app now, or I play worship softly and I let the atmosphere be washed by praise. I replace noise with presence and I receive a sound mind. I speak now over your relationships, family, spouse, friends, colleagues, and neighbors. I decree protection from confusion, from triangulation, from needless offense. I ask the gift of discernment to expose false friends, hidden envy, and flattering counsel that bends truth, not paranoia, but peace-guided clarity. I bless true friends with joy and mutual honor. I bless your spouse with tenderness and strength. I bless your family line with reconciliation and clean communication. I command every whisper campaign to fall silent at the boundary of this home. Hear me and agree. We break agreement with household patterns that have stalked generations. We renounce anger that erupts without wisdom. We renounce addiction that promises comfort and delivers chains. We renounce a poverty mentality that expects lack even in seasons of plenty. We renounce chronic conflict that wears grooves in the soul. Say this with me now. The old things are gone in this house, and everything is made new. Our line belongs to God. We are a new creation family under his wings. Blessing, not cursing. Truth, not manipulation. Sobriety, not escape. Generosity, not fear. Laughter, not contempt. Your home is not unguarded. When you name each space before me, you establish order where chaos tried to live. And I honor your declarations with my presence. I hem you in with angels. I pour oil over the thresholds. I post peace like a sentry in the halls. I tune the atmosphere to my song. Keep it simple tonight, beloved. Keep the phone face down. Let worship play softly. Read a few living lines and let them settle like dew. I am here and I am near. And know this, as the house comes under my covering, we now turn inward, because walls are guarded best when hearts are healed. The enemy keeps touching a familiar bruise, and in the next breath I will place my hand upon that wound and make it new. Now, my beloved child, we come to the place the enemy keeps pressing because it once made you flinch. The familiar bruise he pokes at night. To turn rest into wrestling, he circles abandonment and rejection and failure and betrayal and loss, because he remembers where you bled, and he hopes you will open the door again. But hear me, little one. Tonight I heal what kept pulling you back. Tonight I lay my hand upon that wound, and I do not remove it until the sting is gone and peace is installed beneath my wings. Place your hand on your chest now and breathe slowly with me, in and out. Feel my nearness, invite my light into the memory closet, and give me one specific thing, not the whole archive. One face that returns, one sentence that loops, one scene that spikes your heart at 2 a.m. Speak it to me plainly. Say, Father, here it is, and listen as I answer you with authority and tenderness. I receive it, and I will not drop you. I will erase the sting. I will heal your memory. I will strengthen your inner man. I begin now, and I continue tomorrow and the next day, until the scar is testimony and not a trigger, until the page is part of your story but no longer your prison. Let the tears come if they rise. I am not offended by your ache. I am the one who binds the brokenhearted, and I am near to those crushed in spirit. I take the shard from your chest. I pour oil and wine upon the place that throbbed. I breathe over the recollection until its edges soften and its voice fades. I separate you from the accusation tied to that moment. I cut the cords to the lie that said you were unlovable, too much, not enough, always left, always late, always failing. I silence the midnight verdicts delivered by shadows, and I robe you again in mercy, so you feel covered where you felt exposed. Now, replace the script with my truth. Open your mouth, because your mouth is a gate. Say it aloud with me and let every echo be overwritten. I am loved. I am safe. I am guided. I am not late. I am not forgotten. Again, slower, with breath. I am loved. I am safe. I am guided. I am not late. I am not forgotten. Add these. I am chosen, not rejected, adopted, not abandoned, cleansed, not condemned, growing, not stuck, guarded, not exposed. Name the old sentence you memorized in pain and write over it with mine. Say, I will not be defined by that night. I will not be measured by that failure. I will not be sentenced by that betrayal. I am a new creation, and my Father's hand is upon me. Feel how your chest loosens and your mind quiets as truth takes the chair. I am sealing this work now, and I will revisit it with you in coming days. I will nudge you to journal a line, to speak a blessing instead of a rumor, to delete a number that keeps reopening a cut, to throw away an object that binds you to a season I ended, because healing is not only comfort, it is courage. It empowers clean decisions that keep the door closed and your tomorrow clear. You will wake and choose with wisdom. You will not bargain with old pain for counterfeit peace. You will honor the boundary I am building in you, and the arrows that once found that tender space will glance off the shield I have set there. Rest under my wings now, little one. The place that used to pull you back is being remade into a place of strength, and I will keep watch while you sleep. Now, my beloved child, hear my instruction and receive my correction, not as a scolding but as a shield. What I healed I now guard through your obedience. What I sealed I now secure through your choices. Tonight your breakthrough is protected by simple steps, and I speak them with authority so you may sleep in peace and wake in order under my wings. Do not retaliate. Do not answer offense with offense. Let me be your defense and your justice. Keep your mouth from midnight wars. Do not overshare with unsafe people. Your pearls are not for those who trample them. Hold your heart within my boundary. and speak only to those I highlight with peace. Do not make big decisions from fear. Halt the impulse. Say we will decide in the light with God, and lay it down till morning. Do not return to secret habits that pretend to soothe and only reopen the wound. Close the tab. Delete the path. Come back beneath the shield of my blood. Do not isolate from me. Do not hide because you felt weak. Move toward me, not away. Even now, whisper, Father, and feel the door swing open. Now do these small things with me and feel how order returns like a gentle tide. Drink a full glass of water as an act of care and clarity. Tell your body we will rest and rise. Prepare your clothes for the morning so your first decision is already settled. Lay them out and bless the day ahead. Tidy one small area, just one drawer or one surface, and as you clear it, say this heart is not a warehouse for chaos. I make room for peace. Write down 3 worries on paper and surrender them to me by name. Say, Father, you carry these, I will not carry them through the night. And set one boundary you will keep tomorrow. One sentence you will honor. I will not answer work texts before my prayer. I will not meet with that voice of confusion. I will take a quiet walk at noon and breathe with God. Write it, sign it, and place it by your bed. Understand this secret, little one. Small obedience is warfare. Consistency closes doors that dramatic moments cannot. The enemy loves spectacle, but he fears your steady yes. He cannot follow you into rhythms built with me. I honor the ordinary 5 minutes. I multiply the quiet no. I plant angels along the path you mark tonight, and while others chase bursts of effort, I will crown your gentle faithfulness with enduring peace. If you seek me tonight, I will order your steps tomorrow. If you remain under my covering, confusion will not rule you. If you keep the boundary I gave you, I will make space where there was crowding. If you refuse the bait of retaliation, I will defend your name and elevate your influence. If you stop the secret habit, I will flood you with fresh strength and a clean mind. I extend this promise over your house. As you obey, I restore what the night tried to steal. Your sleep resets, your energy returns. Your finances come under wisdom and honest increase. Favor meets you in halls you did not expect. Conversations soften and relationships begin to mend. I rebuke the devourer and I rebuke chaos. I surround you with songs of deliverance and I write peace upon your thresholds. Take these steps now, beloved, simple and small and sacred, and know that I am walking the perimeter while you rest. I am turning the gears of tomorrow while you sleep, and the dawn will find you under my wings, strong, steady, and ready for the change I have already scheduled. Now, my beloved child, listen and breathe, because I am moving from the hidden places to the visible ones. I am restoring what the night tried to steal, and I am doing it in your body, in your home, in your work, and in your future. I lay my hand upon your nervous system, and I command calm. I reset the rhythms of your sleep so they run like a clean river that finds its bed again. I release deep rest to your muscles and quiet to the humming circuits of your mind. I lift the fog that sat upon your thoughts, and I return strength to your bones. I awaken a steady motivation that does not sprint and crash, but walks with me in holy pace. You will rise with clarity for your next right step. You will know what to do first and what can wait. I give you wisdom to decide without panic. I give you the courage to say no and the clarity to say yes. I touch your focus now and I make it single and bright. I remove the buzzing swarm of unprioritized demands. I place order where scattered fragments once ruled. I whisper the plan for your morning and I stretch a path through your week. I am sending instructions in small lights, not in blinding flashes. I am giving you clean tasks. Finish this, then rest. And you will see how the mountain becomes a series of faithful steps, and the pressure loses its throne because you remember whose you are and who goes before you. I speak to your provision and I break fear's grip on your finances. I am your source, and I am not anxious. I open doors for honest increase. I surround you with favor you did not bargain for. I connect you with wise counsel and open-handed partners. I expose the drain and I plug the leak. I teach your hands to steward and your heart to trust. Do not spend from panic and do not choose from fear. Pause before impulse and ask for my peace. Do not chase glittering shortcuts and do not yoke yourself to predatory promises. I give you a steady plan. I give you strategy that multiplies quietly. I rebuke the devourer, and I bless the work of your hands, so that bread remains on your table and seed remains in your store. I move through your relationships, and I lay peace upon the thresholds of your conversations. I grant you wisdom to speak few words and strong words, soft answers that turn away wrath and clear boundaries that block manipulation. I untangle you from cycles that drained your joy, and I give you courage to step back from patterns that pretended to be love and only trained you in fear. You will not be baited into chaos. You will not be controlled by guilt scripts or flattery. You will bless without being bound. You will forgive without permitting abuse. I place a hedge around your heart, so that tenderness flows where it is safe and truth stands firm where it must. Hear me, little one. You will not be defeated by this season. Storms do not cancel destiny. Giants fall to persistence and faith. I arm you with patience that keeps walking. I anoint your head so the taunts slide off. I set a table for you in the presence of your critics, and I feed you strength. The test you are facing becomes the testimony you will carry. The gate that roared becomes the doorway that opens, and the change I have scheduled does not bow to intimidation. It arrives on time because I have commanded it. Now agree with me in your spirit as I speak victory over your coming days. I decree restful nights and focused mornings. I decree favor in rooms you have not yet entered, and wisdom in choices you thought were tangled. I decree reconciliations that surprise you, and separations that free you. I decree bills paid and burdens lifted, and opportunities aligned. I decree that you will walk under my wings with steady steps, and your mouth will be filled with praise. And as we move toward the covenant that will seal this night, know that I am already ahead of you, preparing the answers, arranging the meetings, writing peace across your calendar, and you will wake inside the promise I have spoken over you. Now, my beloved child, lift your chin and open your mouth, because your mouth is a gate. And when you speak covenant truth aloud, you seal your atmosphere. Repeat after me slowly with breath and with weight. I belong to God. I am His child and His heir. I am chosen. I am adopted. I am under His wings. I am covered under the shield of His blood. I am safe tonight. Again, I belong to God. I am His child and His heir. I am chosen. I am adopted. I am under His wings. I am covered under the shield of His blood. I am safe tonight. Say now with authority, I do not fear. I receive perfect peace. I take my seat in the calm my Father provides. I stand in His victory, and I lie down in His rest. Now address the accuser with me and end his court. Say, I will not partner with condemnation. I am forgiven. My past has no throne in my mind. The old things are gone, and everything is made new. The handwriting against me is erased. The case is closed under the blood of Jesus. Say it again and let it echo through the hallways of your heart. I will not partner with condemnation. I am forgiven. My past has no throne in my mind. The old things are gone. I am a new creation. I am clean and I am free. Now add this boundary in your own voice. I will not open the doors I closed tonight. I will not return to habits that harm me. I will not answer chaos after dark. I will wait for the light and the counsel of my God. Invite my guard to stand watch and feel the room settle. Declare with me, angels of the Lord encamp around this home, stand at my doors and windows. Make this room a watched place. Cover my mind, purify my dreams, Sanctify my sleep. Let no arrow fly in the night. Let no whisper cross the boundary of this peace. Again, angels encamp. The room is watched, my mind is covered, my dreams are purified, my body rests under God's hand. Now claim the authority I gave you and settle the atmosphere. I command fear to leave. I command agitation to still. I command intrusive thoughts to fade. I welcome wisdom. I welcome quiet. I welcome the holy hush of my Father's presence. Seal it with gratitude, because gratitude is warfare that breaks anxiety's momentum. Say, with me, Father, thank you for protection already active. Thank you for peace already here. Thank you for doors already shut and wounds already healing. Thank you for angels already stationed. Thank you for strength already returning. Thank you for favor already moving toward me. Thank you for provision already assigned. Thank you for the change already scheduled and on time. Breathe and say, I am grateful, I am calm, I am kept. Now, my little one, lay down the scanning and the vigil that never ends. You have posted the watch with your words, and I have taken the night shift. Say it aloud and feel the burden lift. I release control. I receive rest. My Father keeps watch while I sleep. Close your eyes unafraid. Tuck yourself under my wings. Let worship whisper like a soft curtain in the room, and let your last thought be this covenant in your mouth. I belong to God. I am safe. I will wake in peace, for my Father has spoken, and it is so. Now, my beloved child, breathe once more with me. Slow in and slow out. Unclench your jaw. Let your tongue rest from the roof of your mouth. Lower your shoulders. Let your eyes be heavy and soft. Release the forehead. Feel the blankets rise and fall with your chest. Let each exhale carry away the leftover urgency. Let thoughts pass like boats on a river you no longer need to board. You are safe under my wings. You are held beneath my shelter. I have the watch now, and you may be still. Hear my whisper as it settles the room. The enemy does not determine your schedule, I do. The roar does not set your calendar, I do. Tonight is covered, tomorrow is guided. The next chapter is already opening because I have written it. I am not late, I am not pressured, I am not unsure. I am the Lord who keeps you, and I will not let the midnight lie drive your steps. I make you lie down in safety, and I raise you in strength at morning light. Keep one small light of devotion, and then rest. My little one, do not keep wrestling. Do not reopen the court I have closed. Choose a short word from my book, even a single line you already know. I am with you. I am your shepherd. I am your refuge. Let that sentence be a soft lantern by your bed. Whisper it to me as you turn. Say, Father, I trust you. Father, I trust you. Father, I trust you. Then place the verse upon your heart, and let the night be quiet if worship hums. Let it be gentle like curtains in a breeze. But do not strive, do not argue, do not replan the day I have already ordered. Breathe and be still. Come tomorrow, beloved, come back to this guard. Return to this place of peace, listen again, and we will fortify the boundaries you set tonight until they become your easy habit. We will keep the doors closed that I closed. We will keep the screens sanctified. We will bless your rooms and your steps. And as you repeat these small obediences, they will grow into a lifestyle that carries you through seasons without panic. I will meet you here. I will speak again. I will make you steady. Now rest inside the truth I have planted. You are protected. You are forgiven. You are changing. The old things are gone, and now everything is made new. Angels encamp around your dwelling. My hand is on your head. My peace is on your pillow. I am singing over you while you sleep. I gather your dreams into my care, and I set a watch over the hours. When dawn comes, you will rise with the strength you asked for, and the clarity I promised. For the change I scheduled is on its way, and it will find you ready. Close your eyes, little one, sigh the last sigh of the day, and let go. I keep watch while you sleep. I am here, I am near, and it is safe to rest.